Hey guys, March 28th, real quick, let me just give you an update. We are going to be starting up the Robotex next week. And when we do, that's probably also going to be the last week that we invite people in before we finally close the door and just go cash cow. And I'll explain why. The stuff we've been doing in the background is pretty severely interesting. So, for instance, website installer, right? What Google has grabbed onto in the meantime, we were fighting with it because we kept uploading and pulling down pages because we were doing our demos. But let me just put it this way, just to refresh the mind on what this means with Blitz. It means this. You get yourself your template, not you, but the clients. Whoever's here is a website installer affiliate, whoever's here because they're paying into robocalls and you're trying to get money coming off of this thing, this is what your guy will be able to do. He'll get his template, like the roofer template, right? Is the one that, we're showing our results on right now. When he gets it, he's going to fill in the fields that explains where he is. He's going to have his information about where he is, okay? His city especially. When he buys this thing, whether it's a new domain or use an existing domain, whether he's paying full or with subscription, when he buys, our system will recognize his city and it will create pages not just for his city, but it will create the pages for the cities near him, and it will do it automatically all at once. So what do we have to build up? And this is what's taking our time now, is because as we're creating the functionality for each of these, we're deciding what are the right keywords for roofers. What are the right keywords for this? What are the right keywords for that? Because we're going to make that call. We're going to say, hey, there are, like, let's say 10 surrounding cities, right? And we figured out 60 keywords that the guy really needs. So he's going to have a 600-page website that's immediately available. Now, why? I'll tell you why. Because our little tests have been crazy. So as you know, this is the roofing template, right? You guys know it. We went over it. The admin panel, here's the new function, right? So you create the global variables here, and then that allows you to take your Excel file with all your, whatever it is. Maybe it's companies, okay? Like I'm doing this for companies because I'm not a roofer. I don't have a franchise. So I would do this work to offer to roofers, right? If I was a roofer, then I would really be interested in services, keywords, products. Those would be my global variables. I probably would not even use any of these global variables. I'd probably just dump the load because I wouldn't need them, right? But if you do have franchises, then you do. Your company name might always be the same, but the phone numbers won't. Text message numbers won't. Addresses won't. City, state, zip. They're going to be different, even if it's you is a company because it's a franchise. Okay. Having said that, here's the point, and I'm showing you in incognito windows because I want you to be able to follow along. Here's where we are now. You get this file ready and you close it and you upload it. Okay, you just go here. It looks like this. You choose the file and you import it. Then you just wipe your hands and walk away. Don't come back for a week. Okay, you're done. So if you're a client who bought one of these templates, like that roofer template, because you're a roofer somewhere, all this happens immediately, automatically without you. You didn't even log in. All you did, if you're the client, was fill out the form. Okay. Do I still have it up? Yeah. You just filled in the information. You said, this is me, the buyer, and this is me, the company, the company information. And use this existing domain that I already have, or let's go with this new domain that I'll do a search for now. And I'm either going to pay with a full payment or pay with a subscription, and I'm going to pay with however many months. The guy's going to go and buy it. Okay. By the way, the prices are not going to be like this, right? They're going to be a lot higher. So don't worry. We are going cash cow because the functionality is too good. Moment that's done, within like 2 or 3 minutes, the guy's website will be live with his 10-page website times whatever 10 surrounding cities times total of 60 keywords. So it'll be like a 60-page website by 10 cities, 600 pages. Okay, whole thing gets submitted to Google. All right, and by the way, with the pricing where it's going to be, when we have buyers come off of these, you know what we're going to be doing? We're going to be uploading new versions with new content loads. Okay, so that's part of being able to cycle into new clients. Okay, totally awesome. This is coming because it's so close now, and I'll show you how close, because we're there. Here's the reason somebody would want to get it. All this happened on its own. He did nothing. He didn't go in and create the sitemaps. They were there. Be like 10 of them, one for each city times whatever, 60 pages per sitemap, right, for each city. He didn't do it, but it doesn't matter where he is. Sooner or later, Google's going to catch on to his website and start ranking some of those pages just all by itself. It'll come back around to add to it later. What's it mean? Let me point it out. Could be one of his keywords. Emergency roof repair for his city, right? That's not bad. He's number 2. Need emergency roofing? You know, in this particular city, like I said, I did it with a bunch of cities, but any one of these guys, it would just be for himself. Now, that's not a very competitive keyword in terms of results, right? Don't worry, I've got a lot to show you. Here's the point, though. Any one competitor in that city of Gudar, whatever, I did not invent these city names. They really exist, or whatever they are, they're real. Okay? So there you go. There are people that live there and think of that. They know how to pronounce that. Anyway, they're competitors. Okay, so 4,830 results or not. They're like 8 or 10 or 12 different companies who want their main page to be up here, their Yelp page, their Mana page, their Yellow Pages listing, their Angie's List listing. They would love to knock their competitors off this front page as much as possible. So you have to grab results back, right? If you want to compete in here, because even if the guy gets one sale out of a whole year from somebody doing a search like this and seeing that result and clicking and going with it, could be $5 grand profit to that guy. Okay, so whatever that guy would be willing to pay for, that's like $5 grand for the one keyword. But let me keep going. The same time we did that, we got this other city, Hollymead, whatever. That's the city. Here's the keyword. Okay, and we're like in the top 5 for almost all of these, I'm going to point out, right? There's Halstad, right? And that's cool. And then there's Pokegama, whatever that is. And there we are with roofing services. Nice and simple. There's this Helvetica roof replacement. I mean, these are short tails. And we have this guy number 1 out of 42,000 results, looking pretty good up here. Okay. Contact Dark Home Remodeling Inc. in Helvetica. Then what? Oxley. I'm just going to keep climbing though to point things out. Essex Fells. That's cool because we got the guy with we got him in here with a phone number in the page title, right? Then what? Corliss Roofing Services, number 2. You know, 58,000 results. But let me keep going. Roofing Services for Lowland, number 1, right? Just Bluebell, okay? 2, I mean, just top 5 on almost everything here. Roof repair for Duos, number 2. Better roof repair services. See all the stuff happening on this page? We're competing. Do we deserve it? I guess so. I mean, we built this stuff for years, but the act of making it rank wasn't hard, right? It literally took almost no time at all. Road is the city. Roofing is the keyword. 156,000 results. And we are number 4 on the front page. It took me minutes. I built that file and uploaded it. And somebody who's coming and buying right off the site, if it's already Blitz enabled for him, and we have the rest of the functionality in, which we're working on right now for the cities, because we have the functionality, we just have to incorporate it still. We're doing many things at once. I'm going to show you a couple other things real soon. Then these guys are going to get that instantly without doing anything. Okay, now what? Okay, look, man, 474,000. I mean, it's crazy. I have 582,000 results. Okay, here's one for you. Bragg City Roofing, 418,000 results. We are number 1. Okay, Bragg City Roofing. That's the keyword. Okay, it just goes on and on. What have we got? I don't know. 715,000 results. Deal Island Roofing Experts. Where are we? Number 4 out of 715,000. 867,000. That's the city, West Punta Valley. That's the keyword, roofing. We're number 2 out of 867,000 results. All this happened at once. And for a buyer to our website, it's going to happen automatically. You know, whatever he's going to grab, he didn't do anything. It just did itself. How's that? Okay. Is that not insane? I mean, that we're going to make sure happens. As a matter of fact, we can guarantee it. Where is this guy? Number 3 out of 1.4 million. Unionville's the city. Roof services the keyword. We're number 3. Okay, I'm sure I get these guys up for a bunch of different keywords too. I just had, these are spot checks to find things to show you, but take a look. 1.5 million results. Metal bridge is the city. Roofing is the keyword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 5, right? I don't know what else you're calling insane. Get this guy what? Number 5 here, right below the map. But Graham Lakes, roofing services, 1,640,000 results. These guys have to be competing for these things. And there we are, top 5, okay? And I did all this in incognito, okay? I don't even know if I can save these pages this way or what, but I did it all in incognito on purpose, okay? I can. If I go to save the pages, it's going to save the other ones. Use the current pages. Yeah, totally. Okay, let me show you something else. We have been working on more. Okay, this is another reason we're going to be going. Let me start here. By the way, where do you get company listings? You can go to A to Z databases.com and get company listings. Or you can go to Sales Genie and get them. Or you can go to Reference USA, obviously using your library card through your own online library, right? Look at this. Here's another one. This is not T to H, obviously. It's regular, good old HTML. This is outfitted. Any of this could be global variables, and these could also be as well the related pages. All of this can be outfitted with that Blitz functionality. This whole website can be outfitted with the Blitz functionality. As a matter of fact, it has been. It's done. We're just getting used to it now. But yeah, everything. The logos can be swapped out automatically. The fonts, the colors, the styles. Even things like the colors of the stars can be swapped out automatically. Okay. What else? Look at this. This is a regular LPE project, right? You can recognize the handiwork, right? This LPE project is now decked out with Blitz functionality. All right. What else? Here's another website, HTML, different but decked out. We have people come in and order the stuff custom for their own uses. And it also gave us practice doing HTML. This is something else. This is for the beginnings of landing pages. And the landing pages are more primarily built for Google AdWords. What do you think happens when people order from Website Installer? We start offering them get trial leads, but with the fact that they have vetted themselves in, and they can put in half the money for the AdWords, we can match them, price match them, split the profit. Point is, take a look at this. And this actually, one of my guys is in Texas right now working with PPC crew there, and they are testing these out, and they're getting really good results. They're literally working live with them in a company there. It's a joint venture routine to you know, get more power into this. And what was the study based on? How you lay these landing pages out to increase conversions from cell phones, especially from cell phones. But whether it's cell phones or not, doesn't matter. A guy can come here. But here's the point. The question was, how do we improve upon it? And the first thing is create the menu. That way we can go to any one of those keywords that people would type: pool maintenance, pool repair, pool heater, pump, motor, lights, you know, keywords, right? So then with these lights, what do you think we can also do? Swap out the images to make a match as well if we want to go that far. But that's not really important as much as what else. Just making sure we stick with it, stick with the concept, and that way all of our menu works, and then run that through the Blitz system. We'll create the individual pages for the individual topics for the individual cities, and it could be nationwide. It doesn't have to be Texas, it could be nationwide. What's the point? Now we've got what would look like this for AdWords. It would have the URLs, and along with the URLs, it will have the company information, obviously, for whoever it is that needs to be on the company. Well, it doesn't need that for the AdWords, sorry. It will have the URLs, and it will have the keywords, okay? You know, I keep moving these things in different places. Whatever, the services, the keywords, you know, it'll have what it needs, okay? So it'll be like This will be the ad group, that'll be the keyword, whatever. So we're going to be able to mass create our AdWords specific to the keywords that have to do with the particular URLs. Okay, so all those individual pages for those individual cities will be mapped out to their individual AdWords. Why? Drives quality scores straight up in the air, and it drives the cost straight down, makes the whole thing completely competitive. Now, when guys are vetting themselves in, buying sites from us, or if they want to get into this, this is the new, better, easier way to handle total approach, because now we can put up 20,000 subdomains at once with whatever, like our 10-page website, 12-page website times our 20,000. We can do it all at once. Then we can run the bulk AdWords for the best quality and see which ones have the best quality score, which ones have lower, which ones have really low. What do you think we can do? Gather the really low ones and download that, check out the commonalities, improve upon that, reapply those pages, okay, to put up those new pages, and then run it again. Instant fixes. We never had instant fixes. Fixes were always a pain. Like any other kind of SEO, you have hard-coded HTML pages we used to have, thousands of them spread across subdomains. Hard to take them down and put up new ones. So and many man hours, so it's costly. So you have to decide, have I dotted all the I's I can and crossed all the T's first? Now, nah, it's not, I got 20,000 pages to deal with, I'll do that next week. It's, I got 20,000 pages to take care of. I get it done before I go to lunch. That's what's different. Okay. So yeah, and as we get this done, and it will be done soon, we've been doing great tests. And we've learned a ton about how landing pages should go. I'll give you an example. The phone number and the scheduled service, by definition, should normally show up right above the fold, even on a mobile phone. First thing you see, except what? If you have some kind of a coupon offer or something that you're trying to point out, it shows better to do that above rather than below, okay? Because otherwise people see this, but they would have to scroll down to see your offer. And if they do that, then they get the idea they should keep reading about it, and they're getting further and further away from your goal, which is right up in here. Call. This says the offer, and it says call for details. Moment you scroll down, it's scheduled service. This is a double whammy idea that you should contact them now, right? So it's stuck in your head even before you continue, and this is just telling you this is what you get. And then by now, you're obviously off on a tangent reading and you realize it. So it's like, okay, I get it. And here you can just go somewhere else if you're ready to browse. Otherwise, oh yeah, that's right, call. Where's that $50 offer again? Right there, right? So there you go. These are the things we've been doing all at once that is making this whole system massive. That on website installer, all this kind of thing shows up. HTML pages are going to show up. Landing pages are going to show up. But that's a work in progress, okay? We're going to get the robotext going again before long. We just need to get Blitz functionality into a few more choices so that we can show those choices. And we're going to make this new run. Last thing that goes with this, we can make guarantees. Okay, this is what I would call ranking guarantees. You know, showing up for keywords like that, okay, with that many results and being in the top 5 or 6, we love to say front page for hundreds of keywords that relate to you for any one company. And then if you're doing a mass load of companies nationwide, front page for thousands of keywords that relate to you. Okay. Top 5 for very many keywords, top 3 for very many keywords. We can put guarantees on that. Okay, so when people are paying from us, they're getting the combination website development and website marketing, and the fact that we're doing the work because, again, we can afford to do the work now. It's built into a sensible price that's high enough that there will be profit when we run robotexts. And at the same time, we can actually offer enough results to people to get them to stick. So now that we're this far, if you know anyone that wants to be on the inside before we close the doors, make sure that they get to the inside. By the way, we did have an issue with a mailer before because all the stuff is so new. So websiteinstaller.com, right? If I'm still in incognito mode. If you have not figured out how to sign in, if you did not get your information to sign in, let me know. Otherwise, how can you continue? How can you go in there? How can you place orders for Robotex? How can you even read the information about it, right? And you want to, because you want to be on the inside before we close those doors if you've not been on the inside, or you want to put in your orders if you want to be part of that run right now. By the way, we're going to be able to start to do different things with the guys' monies that have gone into AdWords and Robotex on the Get Trial Leads side of the house, because getting people here better pay, and then get people over to Get Trial Leads to continue. So Robotex should be over here on this process, not so much on Get Trial Leads anymore because it was too hard to vet people. So Robotex money over there should go over here for this, right? So you need to be an affiliate here for that to work. But we're taking the money in physically over at gettrialleads.com, which we explain in here. That's so we can keep track of it all, keep track of all the monies that you guys are spending inside the system. Also, people who have money built up in the system, we're going to make it possible for you to get that as a discount towards template purchases that you want, because that is just, I don't know what to say. I mean, I spent half an hour to get all these results, okay? I could start cold calling these guys and just selling them on SEO, or if I don't want to cold call, I'd work with a partner. We'd split the money. He does all the calling. I run around behind him and put all the listings up. You know, just make sure that we find somebody in each city who wants the listing, right? So there you go. Easy to make a lot of money with this stuff, okay? And when we do get people on AdWords, and some people are asking now, hey, have you still got guys doing AdWords because we want to come play ball? Then yes, that's just it. For all the guys that still have money set up in AdWords, right? There you go. There are people who want to get into those campaigns that we trust because they're vetting themselves into the process. They're actually paying to be here too. And they'll pay right alongside. They'll want to keep pushing it. All right. Big update, but totally worth it. There you go. That's what's up. So next week we'll get back to the Robotex, and if we're as far along as we think, we do think we're there, then by the end of next week we're probably going to put out last call for joining in, you know, to whoever hears us, and mostly just new people, last chance, you know, for this round. Then after that, you're a buyer on the outside buying in, as opposed to being on the inside as part of the process, building it up, getting the higher percentage commissions and stuff like that. Okay, been a heck of a long ride, guys, but I don't know how to put it. We've built something no one's built, and it's totally automated, and it's like the best thing buyers could ever buy for themselves. A roofer should come here to buy for himself. It's going to create his pages and for his surrounding cities and set them all up for the moment he buys. Okay, that should happen. Should happen with pretty much everyone as we work up the rest of the industries for all of them. I don't know where somebody offers a better deal. All right. Thanks a lot. Hang in there. This is it. We're on the way up. Okay.